This is Sybert signing into Kane's Wrath on the map Tournament Savannah. And into this 1v1 classic GDI versus Nod, representing Nod on the left side, playing green. This is Masterleaf. And on the right side, playing the blue, playing the GDI, this is AssassinSpy. Tournament Savannah, not a map that I'm super familiar with. It could be one of the new ones that's here in R21. And for the current moment, this is the current version of the patch. AssassinSpy gets the drop on that militant squad. And yeah, one rifleman squad, when they get the drop on a militant squad, only loses about half of their health. And I mean, rifleman squads win that fight regardless, but sometimes the militant squad does get the drop on the rifle squad. Hand of Nod gets kept around. Okay, it is going to be an operations center. Masterleaf leaning into the Nod nature of this game. Once again, this map is one that I'm a little bit unfamiliar with, but it feels so classic. Just taking a quick peruse around the mini-map, it looks and feels like a very classic Kane's Wrath map. The only kind of variation over the official maps made by the game developers is the fact that there is a blue Tiberium field in the north. But it's a fairly flat and open map. You've got quite protected Tib fields. Not super, this one is not super protected, but you do have a pretty corner field here and a pretty tight field here. But then, after those two bases, it's of course straight into the middle of the map for a contested third field. Looks like no secret shrine for Purifying Flame, which doesn't make sense because he's playing Nod anyways. Maybe I just forgot that for a quick moment. And Masterleaf, he's going to try the old 1-2 punch with the Flame Tank Reckoner combo. It's something that he has been doing quite a bit in 2023, in the later half of 2023. And it sometimes works. This time, I think it's going to be fantastic as he gets so much damage on that refinery before the Pitbull ever strikes it, and that is a pretty perfect kill. Without a lot of Pitbulls here, he probably could have gone for more if he wanted to, but he's hoping to get even more in the south, and AssassinSpy loses 2 refineries sub 3 minutes. That is not a comfortable place to be. He's going to be losing one of his Tiberium spikes as well. On the other side of the map, it looks like a couple of Pitbulls will be finding at least one Harvester kill. Perhaps a second Harvester could go down. This is only 4 Pitbulls, and there is now a laser turret as well. But it looks like both Tib spikes will get torched. Okay, maybe not. The epic fight of 1 Pitbull versus 1 Flame Tank, and the answer is the Flame Tank wins, but not versus the Predator Tank. Pitbulls on the other side of the map have been cleaned up or pushed away. 1 Tiberium spike will go down, and the rest of these units will fall here, as they won't get too much more than that. Okay, a power plant. They'll get a power plant, but not much more than a power plant. Is he going to try and flame down a Predator tank? Just burn down the power plant, man. And boy, oh boy, we are in the awkward zone here. I do like the grab of the blue Tiberium because of how chaotic and problematic this game has become. The fact that you go off to grab the blue Tiberium actually kind of feels like, well, you might as well do something to extend out the life of these fields. You have been severely set back. 2 refineries eliminated, and a misplaced refinery just to follow that up. Lost a Tib spike. The other one did survive, so at least for now, AssassinSpy has that going for him. The only counter damage is that 1 Harvester kill on the other side of the map. Masterleaf edging out AssassinSpy in average resources gathered, you know, ticking up towards 9K, which isn't a huge difference at the current moment. It's only, you know, $300-400 per minute. And we're going to see. I'm really worried about that exploding and Masterleaf going up massively over AssassinSpy in economy over the coming minute or two. Command post is up. AP ammo has not started, but the airfield is now on the way. Now, this might just be for some orcas. This might be some hammerheads. I really hope that it is not for hammerheads if he has not even started AP ammo. Okay. Anyways, we've got ourselves an air tower out on the field. We've got reinforcements coming in. Bloodhounds will be landing to help support these Predator tanks. There is also a Harvester here, so that Harvester is now a little bit under threat since there is now stealth detection on hand. And a second Harvester showing up here. A little bit curious for Masterleaf, sending 2 Harvesters to an active war zone. At least with the first one, he didn't know it was an active war zone. But in this case, AssassinSpy is doing a phenomenal job of bringing the pain, considering how bad of an opening he had. And yes, indeed, you do spy 2 airfields on the mini-map, that distinctive double rectangle hanging out over there, and I cannot believe that this Harvester has been able to escape with its life. The other Harvester that was a little bit further forward, that one did not escape with its life, but AssassinSpy completely missed the Harvester that was a little bit deeper on enemy territory. Harvester is going to be heading back. Masterleaf and AssassinSpy have both stabilized quite well. But again, if we do not have AP ammo, this, I feel like, is a problem. Is it essential? No, of course not. I guess the upgrade is actually listed over there. But is it essential? No, not necessarily. Also, I don't know why on this map in, you know, high noon or whatever time of day this is supposed to be, why all of the lights are on. It is one of the new-ish features, is to have hammerheads with lights, and like the lights on this command post. I don't know why they're shining during the day. That seems like it might be a little bit of a bug. I don't know if it's just a little bit of a bad install on my part, or if it is a problem with R21E. Nice back and forth from both players, and the income per minute has completely equalized. AssassinSpy and Masterleaf keeping in lockstep with each other, and as a result, it is going to be a potentially very even game heading into the late game, which is sort of what we want to see. A couple of hammerheads going to be showing up here. They're going for that operations center, and that is a huge waste of hammerheads hanging out next to Venoms nonetheless. No AP ammo, no rockets or rifles inside of them, and AssassinSpy just throws away thousands of dollars worth of units. He better hope that his ground army can more than make up for the fact that he just threw away his air power. And I love seeing the Shatterers, a perfect mix and combination of units here from AssassinSpy, Pitbulls, Predator tanks, Hammerheads, and Shatterers. A wonderful combination here, but he is going to need it to actually be on the defense in more than one spot at once. Pitbulls trying to chase away those Venoms. Hammerheads going ham on those, well, not on the mine drop, but on the Scorpion tanks, and that's a perfect spot for a mine drop there. Let's hope it can get cleared out before the Harvesters go for the kills. Massive splash damage potential on these Harvesters. Fortunately, one of them moved out of the way, and the splash damage wasn't too terrible. One more Harvester could have gone down. Masterleaf doesn't commit into the attack. He will send the Venoms, and he will get the kill on that Harvester as a couple of Venoms explode on exit. These Pitbulls looking for an extra kill, looking for some revenge, and at the end of it all, Masterleaf has taken virtually no damage on his side of the map, plus 14k in income, basically doubling that of AssassinSpy. That isn't all in Harvesters lost. Sometimes, or some of that is just the fact that AssassinSpy's Harvesters have been running circles, doing not very much harvesting and refining, and instead they've been trying to hide from shots. But it does mean that for the next minute or so, Masterleaf has this big eco boom compared to AssassinSpy. He's got enough money that if he has drafted a TIB chemical plant, which he has, it's going to take some pretty heavy damage there, but he now has enough cash in the bank to call in some support powers, and these hammerheads have been next to useless. AssassinSpy next big gambit is going to be the Marv. It's going to be that big late game epic unit, hoping that that can save him and hoping that that can anchor him into the late game. AP ammo still not researched, but at this point, all of the hammerheads, I think, are dead. So what is even the point of AP ammo? I do wonder if that was an intentional skip there, or if that was an unintentional skip and AssassinSpy is going to be kicking himself. We'll see if he's about to be kicking himself when these stealth tanks roll into battle. That was perfect from AssassinSpy. I do not think that was planned in any way, but Masterleaf just gave away the fact that he has stealth tanks heading to AssassinSpy's base because Masterleaf did not have his stealth tanks on hold fire stance, and the pit bulls roll up at just the right time. They come in here, they do get the scout, and then they miss. So that for now, the stealth tanks will be able to head on to the south. Couple of mines left over from earlier. One Firehawk goes down, and a second is in the sky, but it will take some damage and fly away. Orca Strike comes in. That was a fantastically placed Orca Strike by AssassinSpy. The fact that he was able to grab those Scorpions right as they were on the edge of the map is phenomenal for him. And this Marv is already down to half health. It just got born, and already these EMP Raider buggies are knocking it down. Laser Capacitors has finished up. There's another EMP going to be firing off. Meanwhile, on this map, it is going to be Scorpion tanks, stealth tanks going heroic and getting annihilated by those pit bulls. It's a 1-for-1 on that stealth tank pit bull combo, and it's going to be the Vane detonation to try and catch this army. It misses most of the units from AssassinSpy, but the Marv goes down and the rocket squads come out. Too little, too late. Masterleaf is here to play. AssassinSpy with 5K in the bank. He just started to get that economy back up and rolling, but it's too little too late. Masterleaf bearing down on top of him right here on the front line, and AssassinSpy needs to rally some kind of incredible defense here to make this work. He's going to be losing this middle of the map. Is he rebuilding the Marv? He might actually have time to get out this Marv. It's very slowly building, whatever it is. And I love the body block of the sonic emitter with the use of that barracks. A couple of these avatars are extremely low on health. That's going to be a Marv right onto the front line, and Marv with a railgun inside of it as well. One avatar does go down. One Raider buggy is here. One gets eliminated. Second one rushes forward. He's not going to last very long as this Marv backs up. The new anchor is here. The shield of the GDI is on the front line, and this obelisk is getting its shots in, but one obelisk does not a defense make against a Marv. Orca Strike comes in, tags the refinery, moments away from potentially tagging that blue Tiberium harvester as well. A little bit annoying, and is this going to be a quad zone trooper Marv? This is full-on last-ditch defense from AssassinSpy. He's holding the line, desperately clawing away at this. Wow, we almost all got blinded there, but clawing away, desperately holding on to this middle of the map expansion. And somehow AssassinSpy's lackluster harvester performance from earlier has resulted in, I guess, a decent amount of Tiberium still in his main base. I feel like he harvested up that main base and it's just regrown because he's had so few harvesters actually working over the course of this game. Redeemer's still not out on the field. Masterleaf just canceled something, so he's possibly gearing up for a one-click. Marv has gone almost back to full health. He still hasn't filled that fourth spot. On the other side of the map, it is going to be Hammerheads targeting down these power plants. Still no AP ammo. These Hammerheads are getting a round two. They're having a second crack at relevance in this game. And one just jump jetted to the front line, but it's a commando on top of all of these avatars. 3 avatars go down in a flash of light, and the commando tries to escape, but gets obliterated by the lasers of Nod. 3 avatars right there on the front line, turned around and destroyed by that commando. Run for the hills, Masterleaf. Run for the hills. In the meantime, low power mode constantly being shifted into that low power mode back and forth. Redemption comes online on the front line. EMPs will be a potential here. One lands on the Marv, but it's pretty far back. It's almost in range of those repairs. And finally, the Juggernauts have been getting to a good number. So with 4 of them on the front line, that is a significant amount of artillery firepower here. With the double war factory, AssassinSpy somehow holding on on to this middle of the map. Masterleaf desperately rebuilding so many cheap and brittle Nod power plants. AssassinSpy clawing back from the edge of defeat, a position to hold the middle of the map. Are you kidding me, AssassinSpy? He's broken the front line of Masterleaf. It is going to be a full retreat from the Nod player. Masterleaf's income took a huge dip in the last couple of minutes, and AssassinSpy's income has surged. In response, the two of them are extremely close in cash. Mine drop coming in, or maybe a vapor bomb on top of these juggernauts. It will be mines. If they step, they might die. And there's going to be the mine drop getting cleared by the scan. Not the ideal way to clear out those mines, but honestly, having the Marv run over a couple of them and then immediately get repaired up by those war factories isn't the worst idea ever. Vertigo bombers are here. They're going to be going for, I guess, the APC. Managed to nail that, but the Marv survives. It has a lot of repair there between those two war factories. You have to do a lot of damage to remove the repairs from this Marv. Harvester gets blasted away. A couple of pit bulls on the front line are a great choice, and they do actually spot out the avatars on the north side. Stealthed avatars getting spotted and not cleaned up. Sniper teams up here in the north going to be deployed directly on top of that field. I guess they will reveal those harvesters. I'm not so sure that AssassinSpy can do anything about it at the current moment. EMP comes in. It's going to be a chain EMP with some Vertigo bombers to clean up one of the juggernauts. The second juggernaut is low on health, and it does get dealt with by that avatar. Avatars, not as many as you would like, but they're standing up against the juggernauts. Two juggernauts have escaped destruction, and only one unit remains online with these EMPs landing all over the GDI army. It's going to be the EMPs that win the day for Masterleaf. EMPs that get the kill on a second Marv for Masterleaf. And it's AssassinSpy who once again holds on to the middle despite his defense almost expiring. He has been beaten back to an inch of his life. Okay, finally, the husk does go down. The Vertigos might have to pay a price for it. A couple of pit bulls here. They're going to try and give chase. The beam cannons are keeping the pit bulls from going too deep on the chase. And it is going to be sniper teams scouting these harvesters. Masterleaf desperate to get some kind of money all the way down below 5K per minute in income, and he's just going to be sacrificing another one of his harvesters, just letting it sit there and take the damage from those pit bulls. Stealth tank will be able to clean up the pits, and the harvester survives. Masterleaf keeps alive that harvester. He doesn't let it die. The MCV of Masterleaf, I assume, got rebuilt at some point. Has he been working off of no MCV this entire time? I didn't realize Masterleaf never rebuilt his MCV. He has tier 3, so that tech has survived. He lost his tier 2, which means as long as the tier 3 survives... Pour one out for that stealth tank, by the way. As long as the tier 3 survives, he doesn't have a full tech reset if he rebuilds his MCV. But yeah, if that tier 3 goes down, it's going to be kind of tough. It's going to be a tough rebuild for him. Sniper teams calling in the shots, and the Vertigos have nowhere to land. They just dropped their bombs, and those are Vertigos that just deployed their bombs into a reality without an MCV, without an operations center. So I don't know that there is any hope for those Vertigos. I think they're going to slowly demise. They're going to slowly bleed out health until they die. And... yeah, I guess that's it. That was one of the best timed sniper juggernaut bombardment shots I have ever seen. The timing on that was just amazing. I mean, we've seen some pretty cool bombardments. They're very rare, but we do occasionally see them. And it's just not very often that they are so exactly timed that the Vertigos dropped their bombs, didn't really have any chance of escape, of, you know, canceling those orders. By the way, curious to use the Vertigos, I guess, as a scout? I'm not sure what the goal is here. Wow, what has been going on? Why has this field not been harvested? AssassinSpy has no money, but he has got so much cash just sitting here. If he had realized that these harvesters were either A, not harvesting, or B, not harvesting that field in the north, AssassinSpy would have actually won this game by now. Both players have had to hit a bit of a pause because they have been so low on cash. And incoming for the full reset. There we go. Bye-bye to the tech of Masterleaf. And now it feels like, okay, well, never mind. Masterleaf has already rebuilt his operations center. But it feels like Masterleaf has been in a good spot until quite recently when this commando is chasing down his avatars. The beam cannons come in, not the beam cannons, but instead the raider buggies with their laser capacitor upgrade. That commando getting some fantastic damage. Another harvester gets sniped. AssassinSpy bringing everything to the forefront here, giving it his all in this game. Sniper teams getting cleaned up by those Venoms, and unfortunately for AssassinSpy, he doesn't have much in the way of anti-air, so Venoms are a legitimate problem for him. Another commando comes in. No, third time is not the charm here, as the commando gets denied from even a single kill, and the sniper team on the south side, I think, did get cleaned up. Unfortunately for AssassinSpy, no more sneaky bombardments. He does manage to call in the Bloodhounds. Avatars are going to close the distance. They're going for the Juggernauts. They're going to be able to pop them one by one as the extra EMP buggies come in. A couple of the EMP buggies are getting eliminated. It's going to be an Orca strike that does just about as much friendly fire as enemy fire. And it is zone troopers inside of at least one of these APCs going for the limit, going for the maximum use of every unit. Every ability is being used here, it seems. The arsenal of both factions on display as this commando chases down that avatar and gets the kill with his last breath. Husks getting cleaned up. At least I think two of them just got killed off there. I'm not actually sure how they died. They kind of died mysteriously. I don't know if that was technically the Black Hand Squad killing them off, and then we just didn't see the flames animate on. EMP comes in. Masterleaf has found the strength. Once again, AssassinSpy floating 7K. So much in the bank, but it's another commando! What in the world? Never before has someone built so many commandos. But it's another commando that does basically nothing. One pit bull, one APC, three pit bulls, okay. Three pit bulls, one APC. And now AssassinSpy looking to return the favor. Masterleaf, excuse me, looking to return the favor on AssassinSpy. An MCV kill for an MCV kill. And this time, Masterleaf has taken a very forward position with that MCV. And it kind of feels like AssassinSpy ran out of steam. He made that kind of critical mistake. Oh, it's another heroic dual beam avatar from Masterleaf. Well, you can't win them all, and heroic dual beam avatar is pretty tough to stop. But it feels like AssassinSpy ran out of steam. Around the time that he got this economy back online, it's like he just sort of didn't have anything left in the tank. And now, without an MCV, without a war factory, with only an airfield for production, he almost literally has nothing left in the tank, and it should be the GG coming out here. But it feels like he was firing on all cylinders for 80% of the game, and then that last 20%, he just didn't have any more to give, and he just couldn't keep up. I'm not sure if that's the real story, but there's the GG, and AssassinSpy has been defeated. Masterleaf will take the win there as he eventually crushes GDI under his boot heel, but not at all in the way that we expected. Very even on the economy graph overall between the two. AssassinSpy having a biggest spike at the end, but by this point, he had no time and no production to make anything happen with it. That will do it for this video, for this game. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and this is Sybert signing out.